Yeah, there could not be a better way to kick off the weekend here at KROQ than with a true LA icon, legend. We're going to talk basketball. We're going to talk LA. For the first time, at least on our show, and the first time in a while on KROQ, Ice Cube is in the building.
Yeah.
What's up, Ice? How you doing, man?
I'm good.
This was such a... Allie and I were so excited when we found out you were coming by. We're like, really coming by? And they're like, yeah, he'll be here. We're like, what?
Man, it's great to be here, and I'm glad I'm able to talk to your audience, man. It's a good thing.
We're going to talk Big3 and how Big3 has been cool now for a minute, but it's about to get a lot cooler on a local tip, and we'll get into all of that. But I do want to start with while we're talking basketball, because the Bronny thing, you're a Lakers fan.
Yes.
You also know a thing or two about having your son follow in your footsteps.
Yep.
So I feel like there's not a lot of people that can speak to what is going on better than you. What do you think, just as a general thing, Bronny on the Lakers, will this be a success or will this be a failure?
I think it's going to be a success. I dig it. For one, the Lakers have never really leaned on draft picks since Magic Johnson and James Worthy maybe. But we usually, our organization has gotten success from seeing other guys become all-stars and then saying, do you want to be a Laker? So we're not really looking for the draft. And if this is going to make LeBron happy, why not?
Have you been paying more attention to the WNBA? What was Caitlin Clark and and Angel Reese and that whole drama? I feel like everything's really been blowing up women's basketball too.
Yeah, it's been nice, to see, the league get so much attention. One thing about the WNBA was great is the players want to win. And you don't always know that about the NBA players.
Right. The WNBA, if they don't win, I don't think they get a flight home. I think they got a hitchhike or something.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's still, on the level of
passion
for the game. And that's what really gets fans going. When you're not sure if your team want to win or your guy is worried about his brand or is he, too much low management and, I love Kawhi, but do he want to win a championship? I don't know.
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah, sometimes I'm at these games, I'm at crypto, and I feel like it feels like everyone's moving at about 40% speed until 3 minutes left in the fourth. And then it's like, whoa, these guys are good now all of a sudden. Yeah. And I can't figure it out. But Caitlin Clark, interesting, because you offered her a $5 million deal, right, to come join Big3.
Yeah, we did. We thought that was for one, our sponsors were adamant that it would unlock millions of dollars.
Right.
She came to our league because of the attention of, her playing against guys and seeing if it, if the game transfers. And so, we went for it. And it didn't work out, but, we wish her all the best.
We will accept that offer if you'd like to give that to Allie and I. We'll take.
I don't really play, but I'll try.
Allie's a lesbian,
for
so she should figure it out.
$5 million, I feel like I can kind of fake my way through it.
We can get in.
Nah, just for Caitlin.
All right,
she was the one who was, smashing the ratings and
that's
has,
not us.
has
That's
all
for
the
sure.
attention.
How do you find your players, though, for the Big Three? Because, you think of NBA and WNBA traditional drafts and stuff, and you kind of have a very big mix of players in the Big Three. How do you go about finding them and signing them?
One thing about basketball players, they're a community. So whether they're in the NBA or not, they still communicate and they're still involved and they still work out together. They play pickup games together. And so, we still, we just tapped into that community with our, head of basketball operations, Thomas Scott, who's Byron Scott's son. And him and Deion Glover, these are two guys that stay tapped in. And at our combine, we have over 100 players going for 22 spots.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
as long as you're over 22, I think that's the age, right? 22.
Yeah, 22.
You can go. You can actually. Anyone can go out. So you maybe didn't play college ball or you didn't play pro ball, but you're crushing it on your local playground. You have been for a while. You could actually get in the Big Three. And you talk about passion. This is all passion because this is not about a big payday. This is is all about passion.
All about guys who still have that chip on their shoulder and got the passion to win. A lot of our guys play overseas, all around the world, and they still want to show you what they got on a high level. Games on CBS. If you can't make it over to the Honda Center this Sunday, come check us out on CBS. Games start at noon.
This is what's so cool here. We wanted to say for locally, this Sunday, coming in hot, heading to the Anaheim at the Honda Center. And we put up the link for tickets and everything like that. You can get them at Big3 tickets at big3/tickets.com. Mm-hmm. This is like becoming a big thing now. 2017, when you had the concept, when this whole thing started, did you picture if you could have said, all right, where do we want to be in 2024 as a league, to go through COVID and all that? You think like it's bigger, better now than it's ever been?
Definitely bigger and better than it's ever been, without a doubt. Our numbers, our engagement, our what they call impressions, over 80 million worldwide. And so, the league has caught on fire. And so it's really about now we're selling teams. So we're going to have a team based in Los Angeles, which is cool because we'll have Big 3 every year.
That's
from
great.
here on out. Team, right now, Houston, Detroit, and Miami. We're going to sell the other 8 franchises and hopefully expand to 16 teams. Maybe 20.
And you're selling to groups, right? So if Klein and I were to start a GoFundMe and be a part of, saying I own a team, that's like the biggest flex,
there's
right?
Nothing better. That's what everyone wants to get.
So,
in.
what do we have to raise to get a piece?
Hey, what's a team going to go for these days? Starting.
Well, pretty penny. Definitely a pretty penny. We sold those teams at $10 million a piece.
Ooh, all right, that's a little more than we have.
Yeah. The others will go for more than that.
Yeah.
We got a couple Discover cars. We could split it and see what we could get on that.
Discover.
Let me ask you, Ice Cube has been in the building at KROQ right now, and talking basketball, and then we'll get into other stuff going on in LA and everything else. But if you think about it for a second, you've got great competition happening. Gambling in sports is now bigger than ever before. Do you have the inside skinny on anything? If I'm going to put some money on any of these games,
no.
You cannot tip me off on
Nothing.
anything. All right, I tried.
Just follow the league. And
which
your best.
Which rapper friend or foe of yours over the years would have the best chance of getting into Big 3? Because we've seen videos of some of the like Snoop's good. He can ball. Like there's some actual good athlete rappers. Who do you think is the best you've seen?
Well, there's definitely some good ones out there. I don't know if they could play in this league. It's just these guys have honed their skills and they know every trick of the trade. And they battle. Our guys play hard. So I don't know if these rap dudes, when they come out the club, they off the Hennessy, they blowing blunts, you know what I mean? They go play with a blunt in their mouth, I don't know if they're ready for Joe Johnson on the give and go.
Well, you've done a lot of different things. Obviously, Big 3 is a big passion of yours, but music, TV, of all your accomplishments, what do you think is the biggest one? Starting the Big 3, winning your Grammy, or getting in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I'll throw in your kids, too, if you want to do that.
My kids, without a doubt. But coming in at a close second, getting this league off the ground has been the hardest thing I've ever attempted in my life. It's been 8 years now of pushing a big boulder uphill, and it's cool to really kind of see where we're starting to roll downhill. And so, I'm proud of that. And, coming in at a close third would be, making it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has been one of those things that you don't dream of. You start your career, you do your thing, and then one day, somebody lets you know, hey, you did enough to be, basically honored, in this place, in history. So
it's funny. I saw Dre just got his star on the Walk of Fame a few weeks ago, and he mentioned your name in his acceptance speech as one of the many people that got a star way before him. And he goes, "What's up with that?" But you would agree you deserve to get your star before Dre, right?
I wouldn't say that. Dre, I wouldn't be here without Dr. Dre. So he definitely should have got a star in music first. I need one in movies now.
I know.
For a while.
Well, you've been an LA icon for a long time now, and I feel like every day now I read about different celebrities who are leaving Los Angeles, and they're so frustrated with the way the city's changed over the years. Do you ever see a world where Ice Cube will not live in Los Angeles?
I don't see that world. Even if it's an earthquake, I'm not going.
There we go. That's a new tourism campaign right there.
Yeah, I'm not going. I've been to a lot of places in the world, and to me, nothing offers more than Los Angeles.
Also, when I listen to, and I think very few songs hold up in the way that Today Is a Good Day holds up, and especially in summer, for I don't know what it is. Listening to that song, driving around in the summer in LA, the song has got to be close to 30, maybe over 30 years old.
Yeah,
and you only notice that occasionally because there'll be a reference. You're like, well, the Supersonics, they're not a team anymore, or a beeper.
Beepers.
Would you think about? You ever think about updating? I know it's perfect the way it is, but would you ever think about updating the song with modern day references?
Ron Isley, who did, it's the Isley Brothers music, Footsteps in the Dark. It's a loop, iconic. He hit me up about a year ago and said, you ever thought about updating a song? And it's a brilliant idea. So, yes, I would think of updating that song for sure.
That would be awesome.
Sure.
Man.
Yeah.
So many.
Just be all about TikTok, and that would kind of make me sad, I think.
Yeah, I think I'd like the old school better.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
Everybody's going to have their favorite.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, speaking of updates, I know there's been a lot of talk about the next Friday movie, another one of the classics. We just had Neil Brennan on. We were talking about Half Baked. We say, is that the best pothead classic comedy of all? He said, Friday's the best. Will always be the best. It's always going to be the GOAT when it comes to pothead movies. You agree with that? And will there be another one? I think you said maybe 4 is on the way or moving closer to happening, right?
Moving closer to happening. I'm still like I'm still a Cheech and Chong guy. You know what I mean? So, I'm still, loving the still smoking and
The classics.
Up in Smoke and all those.
Yeah.
It's but yeah, we're this close to finalizing the deal to do the 4th one. So
and it's almost the 30th anniversary, right, of the original. And I was thinking about that Friday feeling and how it's changed over the years. Do you still feel like that Friday feeling is a thing? Because with 4-day work weeks and remote work, I feel like everyone takes off on Friday anyway. I
think it's a feeling. Friday is still, a lot of people's favorite day of the week. Just because if I'm having a good time on Friday and I still got Saturday and Sunday to kick it. So, everybody's like, Friday is nice, especially when all the work is done and you're just like, it's just a great feeling.
We got Ice Cube at the KROQ studios right now on Klein Alley Show. We are going to set the clock. This is the only opinion that should matter when it comes to all things LA. His entire life has been pretty much right here in Southern California. We want to know, and you got to give us your first thought that comes to mind as we read you a variety of things. The best of the best when it comes to LA in different topics. On the clock, Ice Cube. Allie, hit him with number 1.
All right, best local restaurant.
Oh, man, best local restaurant. I still like El Cholo's.
Let's go to best street in all of LA.
Crenshaw.
Best celebrity other than yourself? Best local celebrity.
Magic Johnson.
Best tourist attraction. Designed for the tourists, but you still like it.
Oh, man. The beach.
Good one. Best place to smoke weed in LA?
Man, my backyard.
That's what I had too. I keep getting thrown out, but that's what I heard. That sounds fun. And best type of weed to smoke in said backyard. What are you into now?
Oh man, get that Good Day Kush or that Friday Kush.
Friday Kush.
You know what I mean? You can't go wrong with that.
Best moment in LA history as far as big historical moments.
Wow, the best moment in LA history. Wow, that's
a lot
crazy.
to cover. Yeah, a lot to think about.
You gotta be like one of the Olympics, maybe.
You guys smoked a lot of weed. How
Or
can
one
you
of the
remember everything?
or one of the Laker championships.
I mean, beating the Boston in Game 7, that's pretty sweet.
Speaking of that, best sports team. I know you are a fan of a lot of the local teams, but what is in your opinion, the best local team?
Lakers.
Wrong. It's the new Big 3 team coming down.
Yeah,
you got that one wrong. It's the first one you got wrong.
Yeah, that'll be my
And
trivia for next year.
most importantly, best radio station.
Oh, man, KROQ.
There you
That's right. That whole thing was a giant slow play to get to that, so we can air that over and over again for eternity. Ice Cube, we love you, dude. Thank you for being here. We greatly appreciate it. Remember, Sunday, Anaheim, coming in hot, guys. This is Big 3. You get a lot of games. You've also done a cool thing. We didn't mention this, but you combine the basketball with music.
We got Dub C and DJ Quick out there getting down. And look, if you can't make it, check us out on CBS, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, they just broke some sort of ratings records on CBS. It's also on Paramount Plus as well. But I'm telling you, it's a vibe. Even if you're not like a hardcore basketball fan, the vibe is fire. It's Ice. Thank you so much for being here.
Man, thanks for having me, man.
The great
Can't wait to
Ice
come back.
Cube on KROQ.
Yeah, yay.